This was our Royal Caribbean cruise experience. Part 1. How to board the ship and leave the dock. This is where our Uber driver dropped us off, and Royal Caribbean actually took our luggage from us at this point. Then we got in line to go to the check-in. As you can see, there's an escalator to the check-in, and over here is where they check your passports. Once you get past the passport check, you wait in this waiting room where you'd be lucky to get a seat. And after a little bit of waiting, you'll finally get to go towards the ship. There's a little bit of a crowd, but once you get through these doors, you'll be able to see the ship in its entirety. And now for the best part, we step out of the doors and get to see the quantum of the sea. There's my mom waving, and as you can see, you walk up this sort of contraption to get up to the level where you can enter the ship. And this was one of the best parts I wanted to record. This is the part where we actually stepped onto the cruise ship. And there we go, finally stepping onto the cruise ship for the first time. Hi, Dad. As you can see, we were required to wear masks because this was during the COVID pandemic. And once we got inside the ship, pretty much everyone was wearing their masks, and they directed us to where we needed to go to check in on the ship. If you need help, there are a lot of crew members. This is the main area where the help desk is if you need any help. As you can see, we're walking next to the Bionic Bar, and this is where they have a robot make your drinks for you, and here's a little clip of that. If you get the chance, it's definitely worth a try. It's really cool to see them make it. Anyways, here we are on the main area again, and oh, there I am. And as you can see, we're walking down the side. There are some restaurants, bars, jewelry stores along the side. Along the promenade, there is the famous unlimited pizza stop, so make sure to go there. And here we are in the sports complex. So because we were just arriving onto the ship, there was pretty much no one there. We were just browsing around because our room wouldn't be available until later. So you can see it's a very spacious area with basketball court where there are sometimes dance lessons and activities, ping pong tables, and a beautiful view out onto the ocean into the dock. So here we are on the outdoor dock, and this was my brother's favorite part, the rock climbing wall. As you can see, it has multiple lanes, so there are 3 areas where you can rock climb on the rock climbing wall, and it overlooks the side of the ship. So we were leaving from Seattle because this was the Alaskan Cruise, so you can see the port of Seattle is just gorgeous, the water and the ocean, and because we were on the ship early, we got to just wander around and enjoy the view. As you can see, Royal Caribbean is family friendly. There's a lot of bright, pretty colors and activities for everyone to do on board. Right now we're walking by the loungers and we get to see the North Star. This is the gym. As you can see, there are lots of weights, machines, and cardio options. Over here is the pool area, and this is the indoor pool with some nice seating areas along the side. On the Royal Caribbean app, we saw that there was a shop for Asian food and dim sum, which we were really excited about, but actually going to Alaska from Seattle, this shop was not open for that. It had chicken tenders and the usual American food, but not Asian food. Now here is the Windjammer, which is the unlimited food area. They had a hand washing station, and then the food was all you can eat. Here's one more look at the Port of Seattle from our balcony room. I would highly recommend getting a room with a balcony if you can, because it just enhances the experience so much more. Getting the chance to get some fresh ocean air without even leaving the privacy of our own room was the best option. Now there is my dad taking a picture of my brother as they get onto the North Star. As you'll see in a little bit, the North Star goes up and gives you a nice view of the surrounding area and then comes back down. So The trick with the North Star is that as soon as you get on board, you should quickly reserve one of the free times to get on the North Star. This is very competitive, of course, because it is the free option. Of course, there is also a paid option that takes you up at the nicest times and also extends side to side in addition to going up and down. And since this is the free version, as you can see, it's just going to go up and then come right back down. And we are doing this while we're in the port. Luckily enough, as soon as we got on the ship, we were able to reserve a free time to get on and experience the North Star. And to be clear, we did that through reserving it through the Royal Caribbean app. As you can see, it gets pretty high up in the sky. It takes you all the way up using the mechanical arm, and then it brings you right back down if you're using the free version. Alright, and here I'm going to give you a first look of what it looks like when you are inside the North Star capsule going upwards. And there we are. As you can see, it gives you a nice panoramic view from the sky of wherever the ship is located at. It moves so smoothly that you can't even tell that we're going up. I get motion sickness, and I was perfectly fine with this experience. Okay, so there we are walking along the track using the glass as a mirror, but as you can see, there is a running track for you to use to exercise along the ship.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi.
How are you liking the cruise so far?
So far so good.
So despite it being super crowded on the deck, it does get super crowded around the time that we are set to leave, not only because more people have boarded the ship, but also because everyone wants to see the boat detach from the dock and start moving. Alright, you may not be able to tell, but the wind has started picking up and we are moving. Here's a time lapse to show you the movement of the water. And there I am waving bye-bye to Seattle and hello to the ocean as we leave the port. And that is it for part 1 of this video. Be sure to check out my other videos to see more information about the Royal Caribbean cruise experience.